Hello and welcome to another edition of Coull Discussions. This is Chris. I am Barry. Today we're going to talk a little bit about scalpers. And no, not the old-fashioned where you scalp somebody's head. The ticket variety. We're going to talk a little bit. It's come up in the news recently because we're in Canada here. Shout out to everybody while I was watching around the world. The Tragically Hip are going on tour.
On a farewell tour.
Because
quite literally,
the farewell singer, or the farewell singer. Whoa! The lead singer found out he's got a terminal brain tumor or cancer.
Yep.
Right. So they're going to put on a last hoorah, a last hey, say goodbye
around Canada.
So tickets recently went on sale, and people are a little bit perturbed because the tickets sold out. Like in pre-sale, you got your pre-sale password, and you're like, yeah, I'm going to get good tickets. And then you go on, and you're like, all the tickets are gone. And then 2 hours later, they pop up on StubHub. And
not even 2 hours later.
Whatever,
we were talking
5
about
minutes, whatever.
Within 10 minutes of them going on pre-sale, they were on...
for 3-4 times.
10
times. 10 times. The face value. So that has people up in arms. Now, as we know, scalping is illegal.
That is not true. Scalping is not illegal in Alberta.
Oh, it's not. Oh, I thought it was. I thought it was illegal if you sold over face value.
Scalping apparently is not illegal in Alberta. However, in BC, Saskatchewan, and Ontario it is. I'm not sure about the other places. Those are the ones that are relevant, I should say. But yeah, apparently scalping is not illegal in Alberta. You are perfectly allowed to do this.
I guess that makes sense if they're popping up on StubHub for 10 times the value.
No, but the whole reason why this is a big hubbub, and it's enough of a hubbub that our Prime Minister has actually made a mention of it, and the Ontario Attorney General is looking into it. So, yeah, I have buddies at work. They wanted to go see the Tragically Hip. They had pre-sale tickets. Now, you had to be a member of the Tragically Hip fan club to get access to pre-sales.
Yeah, but everybody can share. I guess not, because it's a unique code, right?
That's the thing. I don't know if it was a unique code from fan to fan to fan or just one code for all fans. However...
If it was one code, you just shared.
Yeah, you can share. Now, two of the guys, they tried right at 10 o'clock, and the maximum amount of tickets you were allowed to buy was 4. One guy got 4, one guy got nothing, and he tried for the whole day. Within 10 minutes of the pre-sale tickets going, they were already on StubHub, and some of them were 10 times the amount that they were sold at Ticketmaster. Now,
me personally, I don't really have an issue because, unfortunately, with that happening, because unfortunately, it's like supply and demand, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's part of a free market.
Yep.
Now, the system for one is broken.
Yep.
For purchasing tickets, I know a few bands have gone back to the old school. I know what I think it was the Foo Fighters. When they came to Calgary, or when they went on tour, when they announced a tour, they were like, we're going to put our tickets on a sale at 10, we're going to give out wristbands at 9:45 or something like that, and it doesn't matter what time you show up. We're going to, if you get number 1, and you showed up right at time and got number 1, then you get number 1. You know what I mean? So there is that could prevent this from happening, but unfortunately, does it suit, and is it feasible?
Does it suit the digital age that we have now, where people want things immediately? Well, when the general sale tickets went on, they were sold within. It was all gone within minutes, and we're talking about all the shows. With the pre-sale tickets in Calgary, because it sold out so quickly, they added another Calgary show. I was told that they added other shows to Edmonton and Vancouver as well. So you doubled the amount of availability, but still within minutes of general sales, all the tickets were gone. And places like StubHub all of a sudden have these abundance of tickets that should have gone to fans.
Yeah, it's crazy, and it's not like it's the system. That's the way that we sell tickets. I'm not sure, because I thought that you were only allowed to buy 4 tickets.
Yeah.
On one credit card, so I don't know how people are buying hundreds of tickets.
StubHub was able to get their hands on so many tickets.
Yeah, so is it some sort of inside deal that they have? Who knows?
The general consensus is that now I was told one thing, I found out otherwise. That I was told that StubHub was owned by Ticketmaster, and what StubHub does is actually buys tickets from Ticketmaster, which would be technically legal, but then they go and resell the tickets.
But see, but it wouldn't benefit the band or whatever the show is, would it? Then
no, it doesn't.
Because once it's sold from Ticketmaster, that's the money that the promoter gets.
So,
right?
but I did find out that StubHub is actually owned by eBay and is in competitions with Ticketmaster. So StubHub buying tickets from Ticketmaster, albeit a technical possibility, isn't likely.
So here's my fix. You want to keep it digital? Here's my idea for a fix. And I thought about this while I was driving somewhere. Okay, so your tickets go on sale. Now, they should release all the tickets at exactly the same time. Okay, well, you could do pre-sales, I suppose. But this is what you do.
Hold on. I think pre-sales, just like the HIP did, if you're part of their fan club, you get a code and you get first dibs because... You know what? You've taken the time to sign up to be a fan.
You've paid to be their fan club, number one.
Yeah, you're part of their fan club, so that means
some
you've
people
actually
sign up just for the code.
But either way, you're taking that one extra little step, and you know what? Let pre-sale people have first dibs. Yeah. Mind you put a limit on
True first dibs.
True first dibs. All tickets available.
Yeah.
Obviously, now we know that the front row is always somehow given to all these people that don't necessarily deserve it. Now, if you won the tickets from a radio station, that's different. I'm talking about the people who just go to concerts in the front row saying, I'm going because I can.
Because I want to be seen.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my fix.
Yep.
Tickets go on sale. Okay? You go on the Ticketmaster or wherever you're buying them from. You are given... You purchase your tickets. So you go in, I want 4 tickets, right? Bam, they give you your tickets. But these tickets are not your tickets quite yet. You're given a 10-digit alphanumerical code, right? Which you have to go to a sublink or something. You're given a link in your email, right, that you go to, and you have to do this within 15 minutes of purchasing your tickets to release these tickets into your hands. Now, what happens? To make it extra secure, because robots and if you buy 500 tickets, right, you'd have to have 500 people employed to get these codes into their systems, right? So now, to go one step further, which I don't know if you could, but say 3 days before the event, you are emailed another 10-digit alphanumerical code. You have to, before the event, enter that code into the link provided in the email to verify that you are indeed the owner of these tickets. That prevents scalping. That prevents people from buying mass amounts of tickets and reselling them for hundreds and 10 times the value. And it gives people, the true fans, and every person a true shot at getting great tickets. That's my fix. It still allows it to be digital. You're still online. Yada, yada, yada.
But just a counterpoint, isn't that the whole reason why we have this anti-bot security? Is because bots would be able to do that very, very quickly?
That's the thing. I'm not smart enough to know that.
Okay.
If you could program a bot to open an email, read a code, click a link, enter the code, right? Because you have to provide an email address for your ticket purchases, right? So that's what I'm not sure. So if anybody out there is smart enough to know, if that's completely whacked out,
and a good way of doing that too is making sure that they are individuals' email addresses. You do not accept batch
business
drops.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it could be a business, but if you've hit your 4 max, you can't have 15 people
going to one email
shipping
address,
to the one email address. They have to have their own individual, which shouldn't be a problem nowadays because everybody and their dog has an email address nowadays.
People have 2 or 3 email addresses. But,
yep.
But that's just my idea, like it's the system that's broken right now.
And that's what a lot of people are complaining about. The system has been broken for quite some time.
What happened to the good old days when you camped outside Ticketmaster and you were the first one in line? You were the first one in line. You got there at 5 a.m. to get your tickets, and you were like, yeah, I'm first in line. Now it's, who's the first at the computer?
Well, yeah. I think that's, personally, my fix is one of two things. One, go back to the way it was, is people have to wait in line.
But that's not feasible from a business standpoint anymore.
Doesn't matter.
Because like Ticketmaster would have to open outlets and employ people, and then your costs would be higher for a ticket per.
But you do pass the ticket on the price.
Well, you pass.
Okay, hold on. If you're going to talk like that, how come the tickets aren't cheaper?
Well, because
the digital age doesn't make things cheaper.
It just makes things
more
profitable. It makes things more profitable for business.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you just have to. It's just a computer now. It's a program, and it's
you
know what I mean. So,
but I think one, it should just go back to the way it was. You have to wait in line, and if you are a diehard fan, that way it also prevents people from out of towners buying mass amount of tickets just so they can scalp them. It's one of those. It's a horrible thing.
We're gonna stop making ticket resales a business in itself. Come on, StubHub is exactly that. It's a ticket resale site.
Oh, it is. They even say, oh yeah, they're trying to bite into Ticketmaster's hold on the market, which they have a really big hold on it. But they also say that they want to help facilitate the sales of tickets from one person to another, so as a third party taking a cut of the profit. So it's kind of like, StubHub is selling things for 10 times the amount of money. A point was taken is this, right? If Ticketmaster sells all their tickets and they give the money to Tragically Hip, right? Now StubHub has a whole bunch of these tickets and they don't give any money to the band. How come the bands never complain?
Well, exactly.
That is one thing.
That's a little bit weird, eh? Yeah.
That's one thing that was brought up amongst the guys that I work with, and we were all like, well, maybe StubHub cuts them in now. Maybe that's why the bands don't say anything, is because StubHub all of a sudden goes, we're selling your tickets, we know they're scalped, so here's a bit.
It could be, so they could be double dipping. Who knows?
Because I was told, I looked into it too. I guess Pearl Jam sued Ticketmaster about this making tickets unpriceable for their fans. So they went through a lawsuit. Pearl Jam won, and Pearl Jam now sells their tickets on their own website.
That's a good idea too. The band could just sell it on their own website.
No, but the devil's advocate in me is this: a band can do this. However, what ends up happening is they have to now pay for their own ticket people, which is a cost prohibitive thing. So people will think, oh well, you only need like one monkey in a computer program. Well, you still have to buy the bananas for the monkey. Right? And the bananas for a monkey for an entire year. And then the problem is you run into bouncing checks, bouncing credit cards, bouncing debit cards, fraud, which is just a horrible thing. So, I know why bands use Ticketmaster.
Well, it makes sense.
And people have complained about Ticketmaster for years because they are what is considered a monopoly, even though they're not. Even though, they are.
Well, they're the only ticket seller out there.
No, there are other ones.
Well, I guess there's Live Nation.
No, Live Nation actually owns Ticketmaster.
Oh, okay.
I study. There's Vivid, which is an independent one. However, they have to get their tickets somewhere, so most of the time they have to buy it from Ticketmaster. There are other ones that are around there. There are bars that deal through third-party people. They don't go through Ticketmaster at all, but they're bars. They just hand it off to this third party, and this third party takes care of it, and they take a cut. So, it's one of those things of...
The only true way to get rid of, like, StubHub or something like that is to just stop buying from StubHub. Really, but that's never going to happen because there's a market for it. There's a demand for, tragically hip tickets or whatever.
Well, yeah.
Like
it's like... There's always... That's the problem.
I'll never buy an off of StubHub ever because I know that they're so overpriced and so outrageous. And I'll... If I want something, if I want to go somewhere, I'll always try to buy it from Ticketmaster because that's where you're going to get probably the best deal.
Generally, yes.
Because that's what, there's no other, you see it all the time on Facebook, people selling their hockey season tickets for face value. Oh, it's face value. Yeah, it's what it says on your face value ticket isn't what you paid for it. Like game day price. Those are like game day prices of a 130. You probably paid 100. So you're still trying to make a little bit of profit. Everybody's doing it. It's all about supply and demand.
It is.
Unfortunately. But
it is. It's one of those things is if we want things to change, we as a society have to make this change possible.
Let's not get the government involved, please.
Please
don't tell them to legislate it and regulate it because they haven't.
They tend to fail more often than they succeed.
Yeah. And
that's one of those things of we as a society, if we want change, we have to do it. And if we're not willing to do it, guess what? It's going to stay the same.
That's right.
No amount of bitching is going to fix it. You have to do something.
That's right. You have to, and it's not just like a few of us. A lot of us have to stand up and be like, we're done. We're not buying off StubHub anymore.
And I think that's one of the points that we try to make whenever we have these little conversations is that if you want change, well, start with yourself.
That's right. Ask yourself, have you ever bought a ticket off StubHub?
No.
I've never.
I have bought tickets from Ticketmaster.
I've bought a ticket off a Scalper once.
I have never bought a scalp ticket.
A long time. I was in Vancouver and I wanted to see a Canucks game. So
there you go.
I paid a little bit more than they were worth, but whatever. It was like, who cares? I just wanted to.
But, I think the guy, when he's actually physically there, has to work for it. And he actually runs into the problem of being arrested by police.
Yeah.
And I've actually bought tickets from a third party.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I honestly don't remember the name of it. If you go to a person's website and they say concert here, you click here, and it doesn't take you to Ticketmaster, you go, okay, do a little bit of research, because I've done that a couple times where it's like, I don't know who these people are.
Check it out.
And then you check it out. It's like, oh, I'm going to see if I can get the ticket through Ticketmaster. I did that actually for another one too. I went to a third-person party site, and they're like, oh, and I'm like, I don't know who, so I did some research and went, I think I should avoid these people. And I went Ticketmaster and went tickets, and they were like, yes. And I'm like, okay. And the price was pretty comparable, so in the end, it wasn't that bad.
So yeah, like Chris was saying, I think you need to, with any kind of thing, you need to ask yourself and look at yourself first, and then you need to talk to your friends and family. Yeah, and that's where you can start and have discussions about, like, I know you're not supposed to talk about political stuff or religion over the dinner table.
Yeah, do it.
But do it. It's fun. We should be able to have a conversation about.
If you can't talk to your family about this kind of things, you're not going to be able to talk to your friends.
No,
because
maybe not. Because some people have a harder time talking to family than friends.
Yeah.
I
give up. I lost that one.
It does. It takes a special kind of person to be able to have a conversation, and because you see it all the time, especially on technology nowadays. Like you see somebody's rant, right? You read a couple comments, and it's like, oh, there's conversation, and then it digresses into you're a big dumb mouth breathing idiot, and you're like. Well, that went quick.
There's a meme about that, actually.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah,
was it?
Yeah.
Is it Ron Burgundy?
Yeah, Ron Burgundy.
And it's like... and we've said it before, and we've put out some examples of how us as a society can change things with the Earls. What else was there? There's another one that just happened. Earls, and there was something else.
Go
check out the videos.
Yeah, we don't always remember everything we talk about
because
we record them.
Yeah,
check out the videos.
Check out the videos. They're on this side. We figured out they're on this side now.
Yeah.
Go check out the videos previous, and we've talked about this kind of before.
And we'll talk about many things again, and we'll still come to the same kind of conclusion. We also try to bring up interesting little points, like I think it should be one way, he thinks it should be another way. And
then we go, hey, maybe it could be the same. Maybe we could use both.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for listening.
All right. Guys, don't forget to go to our Facebook page, comment on what you think about scalping tickets. Have you ever bought from a scalper? Do you think it's right?
Do you scalp
them? Yes. Have you ever sold above face value?
Yeah, because some people do.
Because if you have and then you complain about this, then stop. Because you're throwing a rock in a glass house. Don't forget to like us while you're there. Yeah. Subscribe to us on YouTube while you're here. And then check out our other videos that are over here. Comment. Hit the like buttons. I'm just pointing for no reason.
There's a subscribe button.
Check us out on the iTunes.
Yep.
Through the Apple iTunes. You can listen to us there. Subscribe to us there. It'll just download on your phone.
Do it and bam. Listen to us on the way to work.
Never miss an episode.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. And if you guys have hip tickets, good on you. Hopefully he lives long enough to make it show us, guys.
I think he will. I think this is he well planned on his part, and
that's good for him.
And I hope the fans are able to get the tickets they want to see, because this will be quite an amazing show.
It will be. It'll be emotional and be cool.
Yay, tragically hip.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.